I want to assign it to. Here, L, but no, I want D. Click if you want to hold Control to use it, or any of these other buttons, and then you just hit set, and that's how it works. And now I can go in UO, run around with my right mouse button down, hit Control D, whip out a lightning spell, fucking have that in my hand ready to go. Another thing you're going to want to set, obviously you're going to want to set up some healing spells. Some other skills like hiding is a really good one. I highly recommend that. You're going to want hiding hotkeyed, and you do that the same way as you do with spells. You just go to macro or hotkeys, go to skills, and you go down to hiding. As you can see, I have mine on Control R. You can also do items like, for example, I have F2 as my halberd and F3 as my katana. I can switch between them really fast this way. It's great for PvP, fucking switching between weapons, and you can do this in dress actually. Toggle one-handed, toggle two-handed. If you go to arm and dress, you can set up what each is. Here, I'll set this one up right now, just so you can see how easy this is. All right, so here I got my halberd in my backpack. I'm gonna go here to my arm and dress. I got my two-handed arm and dress. I made these. They're very simple. Just add a new name, whatever. So add target. This turns into a pointer in game. I click on my halberd and go over to hotkeys. Now I'm going to have toggle the first one, or this will be whatever you've named it. For me it's toggle 1H, toggle 2H. That stands for one-handed and two-handed. So toggle 2H, i.e. my halberd, is F2. I hit that and bam, there. Alright, that's how it works. That's how you set it up. There are some other ones too, like for healing is using bandages on yourself. Much faster than simply double-clicking bandages and clicking yourself is going to be going into the items and here we have it, a hotkey for bandage self. I set it to Control F. So you can do something like that, and all of a sudden you're running around, hiding, healing yourself, switching weapons, casting spells, all this stuff very quickly. And that is really how to play. Another hotkey you're definitely going to want to do is going to be, I believe, in the Targets tab. Yeah, in the Targets tab. I use last target as mouse wheel up. You can do something else. It really just depends on how you want to play. And after you get used to this, you can go ahead and try other ways and try to make the best control scheme you can. And then I have target self as mouse wheel down. So I can hit Control D and mouse wheel down, and bam, I just shot myself with a lightning bolt. And then hit heal, mouse wheel down, and heal myself. So let's go to the graveyard. It's slightly just north of town here. We're going to run up. Oh, na 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 na. Just another nice day going to the graveyard. Oh yeah, see we got corpses. I'm just doing my Control Shift to see all the names. There's a guy up here named Cactus. Oh, Cactus just killed a zombie. Yep, there's corpses everywhere. There's usually some people fighting monsters here. Here I got a zombie. I just pulled up his health bar, shot him with a lightning bolt, took over half his health, and now I just use mouse wheel up to shoot him again. After you shot him once, that's your last target. So basically, while I'm shooting these guys, all I'm doing is hitting Control and then hitting mouse wheel up. And that is, you don't get better player input than something as smooth as that. That's what I really like about UO. Even though the interface and the graphics are all pretty outdated, the controls, I believe, are just top notch. So let me show you how this auto looting works. Here we got a zombie. I'm going to hit tab to go into war mode. You notice on my paper doll it says war. To hit that it says peace, but you can just switch between it with tab. That's why we changed that to tap to toggle instead of tap to hold. Tab to hold. Sorry. Alright, so the zombie, he's attacking me. He's all like, I'm gonna kill you. Notice the percentages above the heads. That's how much health he has. Oh, he's already down to health. I'm down to 12. Well, my character's pretty developed. So, these guys are no match. He dies. Notice how his corpse just automatically opens up. It's this little skull thing. That's how you know it's a corpse window. He had 6 gold, a right arm, and a clean bandage. I'm not going to loot the bandage or the arm. It's worthless. But the 6 gold I'm going to get. I'm going to grab the whole stack at once by holding down shift and left clicking and dragging. Another zombie attacked me. I'm going to kill this guy too. Notice the bag opens instantly. You can also drag it and drop it onto your character on screen, and it'll go into your backpack and automatically stack with items of the same kind. So gold coins will automatically stack with other gold coins that you already have. Notice that guy, he killed most of that monster. It says looting this monster corpse will be a criminal act. I'm not going to loot his corpse because then my name will change to Gray, and that means he would be able to kill me without any sort of penalty. And a lot of noobs, I see you guys here in the graveyard, and you don't seem to get that, and you really got to be careful, because when you flag Gray, and a character like me, or maybe even this guy, seems to be doing pretty okay with killing these guys, it's just going to come along and kick your ass, because you know, that's what this game is. It's a PvP game. You see somebody who is letting their guard down, unless they've given you a reason not to kill them, I'd say that most people are just going to kill you. So yeah. Alright, now I'm seeing a lot of monsters and stuff. I don't really feel like fighting them all that much more. I mean, I guess I'll lightning a few more of these guys just for shits and giggles. Bam, lightning. I always pull up things, health bars. If I see a player that I think might attack me, I'll pull up his health bar. If I see, you know, and I would say that it's really not a bad idea just to pull up anybody's health bar who runs up on your screen, because you never know if you're going to need to heal that person or if you need to kill that person. You don't really know. And so it's really just, it's good to be on the safe side in case all of a sudden you're getting that high stakes PvP, to have that bar already ready, because really when you get in those situations, every second counts. Alright, see, I'm freaking out of mana killing these guys. Leave me alone, zombies. Notice how those guys were kind of blocking me, so I just decided to drag it to my backpack instead. Looting things in this game is like a game in itself, because you're going to see people trying to steal your loot. More than one person can have the rights to a corpse, so there will be times where, oh god, there will be times where you and somebody else are competing for the same loot, and the only thing that's going to decide who gets it and who doesn't is who has the faster hands. So you try to be fast. Accumulating wealth in this game is a huge part of this game. The more coins you have, the more you can do, really. I mean, you can place a house, you can do a lot with a lot of money. So yeah, you want to raise that. You want to raise that Jenga pretty fast, or at least don't be in a hurry to lose it. So yeah, that's another part, and I think you should be doing a little better now. See, I made 50 gold. That probably only cost me about 20 gold, and I could have been making more. So yeah, I mean, you make a little bit of gold. Basically, your profit is how much you made, subtract the cost of your eggs or your input. So this game does have a bit of economic stuff in it. So yeah, and it's really important to set your targeting macros, or set your targeting hotkeys, set your spell hotkeys, set your skill hotkeys, and that. Oh, and another thing I'll go over is these NPCs. They can train you up to 30 in a skill, and this is how you're actually going to get to your 700 skill cap. This is what you're going to want to do. You just click on them, hit train. He says, I will teach thee all that I know, if paid the amount in full. The price is 86. For less, I shall teach thee less. Which means, okay, I click taste identification. I'm not actually going to train it. But if I did, I would just grab 86 gold and drop it on top of him. But I'm not going to do that. I don't want that skill. And I'm already at 700. But yeah, so you're just going to want to train up those skills. Other people will have other skills like, you know, the healer will have healing. There's a bowyer over there. He probably trains archery. Weaponsmiths train different weapon styles. Vets will train veterinary or animal skills, because they work with animals. Healers will train anatomy and healing. There's a guy in the tavern. He's a thief, and he'll train your hiding. You want those beginning hiding levels. But yeah, macroing up your eval and your hiding is pretty essential. And then eventually you will get to the part where you're going to want to macro your herding and macro your snooping or something else, or eval or anatomy, to get 100 intelligence. But yeah, okay, I think we're gonna get a little farther. All right, so I'm gonna go over just a quick review of some of the stuff we went over in this video. So your main first starting goal should be to get enough money so that you can reach the 700 skill cap, so that you can seesaw your skills or your stats up to whatever you want them to be. For mages, 100, 25, 100. 100 strength, 25 dexterity, 100 intelligence. And you'll find, I'll just put a link to how this is done. You just do it by basically being at 700, having a skill like herding. Herding raises strength at 10, and have it pointed up so it'll be gaining, and have all your other skills locked, and have one other 0 skill pointing up. And basically you won't gain at all in that skill because you'll be at 700, but you'll still gain the stat bonuses off of it. So you just leave it attempting at 10, and then your stats will go up. And you do that with other skills to raise your intelligence and dexterity. There's a website online, the codex, that's going to be very helpful for getting more information about any of the skills, if you're curious. But yeah, and then your second goal, of course, is going to be accumulating wealth. Is kind of one of the overall goals of the game. Griefing players might be a goal, or helping players, depending what you came to the internet for. And your other goal would probably be get towards that 700 skill cap, and get 100 in each of your 7 skills. That would be a fully developed character. My character, I have 700 skills, but I don't have any of my skills at 100 because of how slow the skill gain is. For example, I have 76 swords and 76 magery, so I actually have room to have my anatomy at 67, which helps with my weapon damage, and I just let that raise because, you know, that'll help me as I raise my core